We are celebrating Edna, but we also are doing some of the things that we established when we put the mission statement together for the foundation to celebrate those African Americans who made a contribution to this industry. A little later, we will deal with Mr. Daryl Shular, who is a wonderful young man who, in October, took an exam that lasted a week and became the first African American to become a certified master chef. I've been around, come on. The ACF certification program was started in 1981. I'm a certified executive chef and a certified culinary educator. And at that point, I decided as far as I was going. I love him for his tenacity because he wouldn't stop till he got to be a certified master chef. And there are only 68 in the country, and he is one of them. So we are very proud of him, and we want to make sure he knows that we care about him and the work that he has done. We have the granddaughter and the grandson of Miss Leah Chase, who was a dear friend of mine, who for 30 years never once didn't come wherever I asked her to be. And so tonight, we are going to honor her through her grandchildren with a Lifetime Achievement Award and Legacy Award. She is one of the last legacies of restaurants in the country. Sylvia's in New York, has been going since 1962. But Leah been in the kitchen since 46. And I know how long that is because I was born in 46. And she's gotten to the point now where knees are tough and she doesn't walk the dining room like she's done for almost 70 years. But I'll be in New Orleans on Wednesday to see her and to make sure that she knows that we appreciate her tonight. We have Charlotte Lyons, who was the food editor of Hatney magazine for over 25 years. She just continued to do everything she could to support chefs and people in food service for all those years at Hatney magazine. We have a young lady who's being represented by her sister, V. Cherie Williams, in Oakland, California, has a magazine called Cuisine Noir. For the last 5 years, she's done everything she possibly can think of to make sure that some level of understanding was made about the contributions that African Americans have made to food. And we want to recognize her tonight. I have a few special awards, Chairman's Awards, for some people who have been very encouraging and supportive to me. And we want to acknowledge them tonight. And then we surely want to show appreciation for our host and his staff for what they're doing this evening. So I'm going to shut up at this point and allow them to do what they came to do, is serve you food. And so the first chef in the first course is Chef Kevin Mitchell, and I'll let Tim tell you the rest. Thank you so very much for coming.
Thank you, Chef Joe. So I'm not going to stop everybody from eating, but by any stretch. But Kevin Mitchell is a teacher, a culinarian. He teaches at the Culinary School in Charleston, South Carolina. Been an avid member of our board since the very beginning. Actually, when we had pre-meetings in Jacksonville, Florida, and other places, Kevin was there cooking when we did some fundraising for minority chefs in honor of Martin Luther King Day. But Kevin is a real go-getter, very talented chef, and I'm sure you'll enjoy his meal this evening. It is a red snapper, and I think we'll be getting that served here in just a second. But I wanted to tell you a little something about a really nice encounter I had 2 years ago in May. I was attending the John Besh fundraiser for children in New Orleans, and Leah Chase was being honored at that event at the Hyatt in New Orleans, and I walked up to her and I introduced myself to her because I wasn't sure whether she'd remember me or not. And I said, Miss Chase, my name is Tim Kerner. I'm a friend of Joe Randall's and Marvin Wood's, and I'm also a friend of Leon West, and I'm on the board of the Edna Lewis Foundation. And she looked at me, and she looked up at me with a twinkle in her eye, and she said, you know, I have very few regrets in my life. And she says, one of those regrets was not going to Edna's cooking when she did the James Beard House. So, you know, I thought that that was really appropriate that tonight, you know, that we're honoring Leah tonight with what the award that we're giving her. And I think it's very important because she has been, and Edna Lewis has been such a cohesive thing as time goes on. So thank you very much, and we'll be back.
How's everybody doing? Wonderful. Everything good so far?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, I'm first out the gate, so I'm setting the tone. What we have here is a pan-seared snapper with a red sea island pea succotash. So in the succotash, there's red sea island peas, a little tomato, some okra, corn, garlic, a little salt and pepper. And then I made what we call a ham hock jus. So I cooked some ham hocks down with red wine, a little red wine vinegar, stock. Got all the flavor out of the ham hocks. Took the meat, mixed it in with the succotash, and then with the jus, basically we reduced it to a form like a nice gloss. We finish it off with a little bit of butter and salt and pepper, a little bit of herb on top.
We'd like to say thank the Lord for allowing all us to be here today. And also, before we get started, I'd like to give a shout out to Daryl Evans and the Evans family. They just lost his father this week on the 8th, so we like to give our condolences to Miss Evans right there in that 4th chair. Usually on every course, I like each course to tell a story. Last year's story was the journey of Daryl Evans. This year's story is about two soups that came together. I'm dealing with Leah Chase, and I'm talking about Edna Lewis. Edna Lewis, famous for the she crab soup. So I took the she crab soup and added to a Cajun flavor of Leah Chase, a Creole corn chowder, and merged them together. It's like they were walking on Bourbon Street, and they were walking on in Charleston, down Monk's Corner, and they bumped each other and they created this soup. So, like Reese's in the peanut butter cup, that's how I put it together. But hopefully you enjoy it. It's gonna have a potato crawfish croquette. The cream is coming from Edna Lewis. The flavor is coming from Leah Chase. Hopefully y'all enjoy it.
So with a lot of respect, Duane is here. You know, I try and see every time I fly from Atlanta Airport, I stop in these e-terminals.
Doing stuff like this?
Yeah, because he's doing fundraising. So anyway, Chef made the salad, so he would love to tell you about what he did.
Hey, what's up, everybody? Well, I got a Caesar salad, put a little twist on it. I did some Edna Lewis cornbread, rounded up with some Parmesan cheese and smoked potatoes. We got a little hickory smoked salt sprinkled on top. And the salad has some kale, because you guys probably gonna need some more vegetables, greenery, all the other courses that's coming. So I hope you enjoy it. We do need chlorophyll in the diet, right? Yeah. There you go. So I took care of that just in case everybody else didn't. So I hope you enjoy yourself.
This moment to once again acknowledge the wonderful thing that happened September the 26th in Chicago. The U.S. Post Office designated 5 celebrity chef stamps. Julia Child, James Beard, Felipe Roja Lombardi, Joyce Chin, and our own dear Edna Lewis. And we unveiled this one at the Food and Wine Festival in Savannah last November. And this is the copy that the post office donated to the foundation. Now, some of you may have noticed that some of us are wearing pins with the stamp on them. And I'm not a preacher and this ain't church. But everybody that get $10 bill in their hand and hold it up, I'm going to see to it that you get a pin in your hand. All right? All right. Let's go. All right. Smith. And this is Edna's other niece, Nina Mbang. Nina came from Colorado, Miss Ruth came from Virginia, and I want you to try and give them their undivided attention for just a quick moment so they can share something about their aunt and their sister. You go first, Marvin.
Good evening, everyone. Good evening. And I feel so blessed having you all with us. And we want to continue to bless Chef Randall for starting this event. And I sat there today and decided I wasn't going to say anything. And the Lord told me, you've got to say something. I have a question. The Lord asked me to say it. I don't play when I say the Lord asked me. Next February, Edna will be 108. And I'm asking each of you to get 10 other people to bring a donation. I don't mean sisters and brothers, each of you, and ask the Lord to show you direction how to get it. And next February, you let Chef know how many are coming. And if you bring them, I'll match them. I hope the Lord let me live before 100 so I can help build this building. And Edna would be ever so pleased to have her name among the living, that she can't see it now, but I bet you she's here. God bless you, and don't forget what I asked you, all right?
I also would like to thank all of you for being here. Aunt Edna would be so proud. I started typing up the manuscript for the Taste of Country Cooking for Aunt Edna when I was about 12. And I just remember just all those years and just learning from her and hearing how folks cooked and how important food was and how those folks came out of slavery and created a tradition, a lifestyle that we are still proud of. And to see all of the young people here and folks my age still carrying this tradition on is absolutely amazing. And I thank all of you all, and ask you to keep on doing what you're doing and keep turning out. Thank you.
Well, thank you so very much for your attention. The next course is coming in Jim's going to let you know about it.
So, you know, I mentioned earlier that I met Todd and Duane down in Jacksonville Beach, and when I met Duane, he was 6'8", 6'9", and Todd was about 6'4" and weighed about 350 pounds. So today, Todd is still 6'4", and he weighs about 190 pounds. So it's an amazing transformation that he's gone through. I met him when he was the chef at the Buckhead Resturant. Very talented guy. He has 2 restaurants now. And what he's prepared downstairs will make your mouth just water and savor and everything else. So One of his specialties, chicken, and that's what he has coming up for the entree. And that'll be coming up in just a second, and he is he's on his way up.
Coming. I have no clue what my dish is. I really don't remember. So, about maybe 20 years ago or so, I was a butcher at a grocery store, Kroger to be exact, on the Resturant. And then across the street was another restaurant called Bleu Grill. And my time there was really fumbling around and not understand what I wanted to do. So fortunately, I met this very thin gentleman, very statuesque in nature. And he gave me the ability to not only cook, but present food as art. So my dish tonight is an homage to Chef Evans, because without him, I wouldn't be here, my kids wouldn't be around, I would be nothing, absolutely nothing at all without him being an influence in my life, and probably influence to every chef's life around downstairs, some of you guys up here, and everything. So I'm doing fried chicken, but it's a lot different than regular fried chicken. And that's the thing that he taught me the most, is that no matter what you do, make it simple enough for people to enjoy, but still continuously express yourself. So hopefully you enjoy my expression. Thank you very much.
Chef Daryl Shular. And if I can read it for a moment. The Chef Daryl Evans Culinary Excellence Award. And Mrs. Evans, would you join me, please? Todd was here a few moments ago talking about the experience that he had with our beloved friend Daryl. I've known Daryl for lots of years when he was a young man. He was stayed young. But the influence that he had on some of the young people that you are being fed by tonight was just a tribute to his love for them and for the industry that he chose. And they received it with love. And so tonight I'm going to read this and then let Mrs. Evans present this to Daryl Shular. And it says, the Chef Daryl Evans Culinary Excellence Award, presented to Daryl Shular, Certified Master Chef and Director of Education, La Cordon Bleu College of Culinary Arts in Atlanta, in recognition for your achievement in earning the prestigious highest honor, the Certified Master Chef CMC designation administrated by the American Culinary Federation. Your outstanding leadership and culinary contribution in promoting the practice of authentic Southern cooking and cuisine as a whole, and genuine, unwavering support for the Edna Lewis Foundation on this 13th day of April 2015. In testimony, whereas we, the inscribed and signature trustees and board of the Edna Lewis Foundation, on this 13th day of April, Chef Joe Randall.
Oh, beautiful.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome.
Just stay right there for a minute. This is an Edna Lewis Medal of Culinary Excellence.
Thank you very much. You know, back in 1994, when I graduated from culinary school, it was Chef Evans that inspired me to pursue this goal here. I had no idea what I was doing. I just wanted to be great. And I want to bring your son up because it reminds me of Chef Evans so much. Come on up, little Daryl. I call him little Daryl. And I saw a splitting image of this young man here in a tall chef hat. And at that time, he was the first African American to make the U.S. Culinary Olympic team. And from that point there, I said, you know what? His name is Daryl. My name is Daryl. I want to do the same thing. And you know what? God's blessed me because I was the second African American to make the U.S. Culinary Olympic team. And now I can sit here and say that I'm a certified master chef because of everything that family has done for all of us. This is for all my brothers downstairs. From Todd, Duane, those guys, you guys don't realize back in 2001 when Chef Evans, well before then, I mean, we've worked together over the years, but the talent that you see downstairs, we all worked together, we all started together, and we did it strictly for the love. We didn't do it for trying to be celebrities, the fame followed us, but it was our talent that made people celebrate us. So, to the Evans family, thank you so much, and to everyone out there, hard work pays off, and I thank you so much, I appreciate it. And last but not least, I definitely want to thank the true dean of the South. I call my culinary dad, Chef Randall. So for so many years, I've been the one who people come to, and at my campus, I have over 1,000 students. And this is the only man that really makes me nervous when he calls. When I miss his call, man, I'm nervous to call him back. But he is a true genius of the craft, and he has a wealth of knowledge, and everything that you're doing, Chef, we really do thank you for it, and God bless you, you and your family, and everything that you've done. I greatly appreciate it very much.
Thank you very much.
And one last thing, guys, the real people that I work for is my wife and my daughter here. I have a house full of women, so you see why I work so much, huh? Thank you guys so very much.
She's a hard-working, conscientious young lady. For the last 5 years has published Cuisine Noir magazine. She has been instrumental in promoting African American chefs throughout the nation. I was flattered and honored that in December, her magazine dubbed me the Dean of Culinary Cuisine and had me on the cover. But if her sister would come. I'm going to be brief because she sent a message to you all via her sister. All right, but Cherie Williams Publishing, Oakland, California, and appreciated for outstanding and dedicated culinary achievement in promoting the practice of authentic Southern cooking through the media and generous and unwavering support for the Edna Foundation this 13th day of April 2015.
Okay, so my sister is not here. She's in Oakland. She really wanted to be here tonight, but she did send a message, and basically she did thank you to the Chef Joe Randall and the Edna Foundation for this wonderful award. It is such an honor to be the recipient of the Edna Lewis Publishing Award, and we will forever be grateful. We also look forward to continuing our work and showcasing the many talents of Black food, wine, and travel, as well as our partnership with the Foundation for many years to come. Thank you, and God bless.
I've got one more, and so here I am again. I'm gonna be here, maybe we gotta get through this. years. I have two wonderful young people from Louisiana who are the grandchildren of my dear friend, Chef Leah Chase. And if they would come here with me, we're going to try and let you know the love that we have for them. All right. The Edna Lifetime Achievement and Culinary Excellence Award awarded to Leah Chase, the Queen of Creole Cuisine, Executive Chef and owner of Chase's Restaurant in New Orleans, Louisiana. In appreciation for your outstanding and dedicated culinary achievement in promoting the practice of authentic Southern Creole cookery for the more than 5 decades and generous unwavering support for the Edna Lewis Foundation on the 13th day of April 2015. And then we'll hang this. All right.
Thank you on behalf of the foundation. My grandmother, as Mr. Kerner mentioned earlier, has always been a supporter, and she admired Edna Lewis for a long time. And I'll just leave you with her motto that she tells us all the time, and she lives by, and that's work hard, pray, and do for others. Thank you.
For over 25 years, this woman has become a friend and confidant and a person who encourages me in everything I attempt to do. And so if you can get her out that corner down here, Miss Charleston. And so, Charlotte was the food editor of Family Magazine for over 25 years. And she didn't just put the magazine out anymore. She put a lot of love in those articles that she wrote and did the photography for her. A lot of people don't know that. Did the food styling for her. She was a busy person. So here we go. The Chairman's Appreciation Award for a wonderful board advisory board member. Award to Sean Lyons, Edna Lewis Foundation advisory board member, and appreciate your generous commitment of time, support, and inspiration to our endeavors in promoting the practice of authentic Southern cooking for the Edna Lewis Foundation this day, 2013, April 2015. Thank you. Thank you so much.
I just want to thank Joe and the Edna Lewis Foundation. I feel I'm so honored and humbled to receive this award. But the chefs have always been one of my favorites. For 25 years, you know, when I was at Ebony, I would always like to pick chefs, but not necessarily all the celebrity chefs. I would just like to pick different chefs who were doing different things. And I'm very grateful to Joe and everybody in the Edna Lewis Foundation for this award. Thank you.
Thank you, Joe.
Thank you.
I appreciate you allowing me to go to the church coming. But this is special. Marvin will attest to that. when I first got this brainstorm in my head, I reached out to chefs that I knew had a kindred spirit that understood what I was trying to say. I called Marvin, I called Daryl, I called Kevin, Charlie. I told them what I had in mind. But I said, first, I must call this lady and ask her permission. And so, if Miss Ruth Lushlife come forward. She don't know nothing about this. It's the second surprise she has today. My daughter flew from Chicago, didn't tell her she was coming. I hope she takes my mom. Yes, ma'am. She said, did you call me? Yes, ma'am. Come on. Chairman's Appreciation Award, awarded to Ms. Ruth Lushlife, ELF Advisory Board Member, Unionville, Virginia, in appreciation for your generous commitment of time and outstanding devotion, dedication and service, genuine, unwavering support and inspiration of our endeavors in promoting the practice of authentic Southern cooking for the Edna Lewis Foundation on this 13th day of April 2015. Chef Joe Randall. Now, I don't know about this hat. Wait a minute. About this hat.
You'll take it off.
We're gonna make it work. I just want to make sure I'm careful.
Well, I've had so many surprises lately, and this is what, April 13th. I'm really grateful for this, and I never expect things, and I guess that's why I get them. This is really beautiful, Chef, and your committee, and all of you that have shared this. And I'm glad you all still know me, so you know where the award went to. And I guess when I get to my daughter's in September, she got to give me a whole wall. I'm serious about that, but I'm very grateful. I'm very thankful for all of you. And I just thought it was so beautiful that Chef Randall wanted to build a school. And I pray that we can do that soon. Remember, what you give to God, you get it back down. So this, I'm going to make sure this gets put away until I leave. I think this is the 6th award I've gotten from last month for different things, though. Thank you so much. I think this is absolutely beautiful.
Thank you.
My sister Edna and I have a relationship that is all about us. And I think I did that to each member of my family. That I am grateful for, to live to see this award and to live to see that what we're still doing to try to make a way. For those that are you that are cooking, and you can come and I'll have to do you some cooking. I still cook for the Wales Brewers Baptist Association for 300 people once a year. And I told them this year this might be my last, but the moderator said, no, you got to come back next year. Thank you so much. I'm ever grateful. And I love you. I love you too. I love all of you. And I'll always be here for you. Even when I'm gone.
All right. I'm rolling through this, then we're going to see about dessert. Every board has a few people that do the work, and I got a few workhorses. Whenever I call them, we get it done. And so, this is a Chairman's Appreciation for Award to Kevin Mitchell, Certified Executive Chef, Culinary Educator, Culinary Institute of Charleston, South Carolina. In grateful appreciation for your outstanding leadership and culinary achievement in the practice of authentic Southern cooking and your visionary guidance and service as Secretary for the Edna Lewis Foundation this 13th day of April 2015.
Well, I don't know what to say. Joe said there were going to be some surprises tonight, and this is truly a surprise. I met Joe when I was a little 18-year-old kid going to culinary school trying to figure it out. I wrote a paper on the history of black chefs, and I called him and I said, Joe, I wrote this paper and I want to send it to you. He said, well, young man, send it to me because I'm writing a book. And I sent it to him, and from that point on, I mean, education has always been the first and most important thing to me. Like Chef Shular here, I teach at a small school where at least 40–50% of the students are African American, and I represent the only African American on the faculty, and that's out of 30 people. So this is really truly special, and
in 2008, this is the work of that Daryl Evans fella. 2008, I came from Savannah to Charleston to work the Ebony Taste of Ebony in Atlanta. And somehow somebody teamed me up with a chef that I'd known for years, but we just couldn't get along. We butted heads forever. But somehow, Daryl told him, said, well, put them together with me, I can handle it. And then when I got there, Daryl wasn't there. And a fellow walked up and said, Chef Evans ain't here, but he'll be along directly. And he opened up the door, and that fellow was Charlie. And I just watched him work with people and do whatever you asked him and make you comfortable that you could ask him. And he's been the same way with me since we started this foundation. So for that, this is the Chairman's Appreciation Award to Charlie Hatney, Executive Chef Owner Charles Hatney and Company, in grateful appreciation for your outstanding leadership and culinary achievement in the practice of authentic Southern cookery and your visionary guidance and service as treasurer for the Edna Lewis Foundation on this 13th day, 2015. Sincerely, Chairman Chef Joe Randall.
First of all, give glory to God. It's the foundation that makes everything happen for us. I'd like to thank Chef Joe for awarding me the award, and all the chefs that's built me up through. Chef Shular, Chef Daryl Evans, been Chef TODD downstairs, all the chefs who have served as rocks up under me to elevate me. Also like to give a shout out to, thanks to Edna Lewis. When I was in school, everybody did Escoffier, all these kind of chefs, but I wrote about Edna Lewis. I seen her online. I saw a little picture of her, and then I heard she was in Atlanta, so I said, I'm gonna do mine on Edna Lewis. So I learned a little bit about her. So when they came to, he started the foundation, I said, I know about Edna Lewis. I know she's a seamstress. I told everybody about Edna Lewis. I said, y'all need to study Edna Lewis, you know? So it's great to be a part of, and hopefully we continue to support the Edna Lewis Foundation and help it grow to be all it could be. And thank everybody for participating and showing your effort, because if we all put our finances together and help it grow, it's going to grow to be larger than it is today. From here to a state, and we can make it what it is. So thank you so much.
All right.
The last one, I got one more. If you want to see some of my cooking, I'm the new executive chef at Coaxum Low Country Cuisine. Owner right here, Harry Coaxum, if you want to stand up. Right here. 1300 Irish Drive, Conyers, Georgia.
Congratulations.
All right.
Thank you guys for attending. I'm always honored and privileged to be here. This is actually my second year to do this, and I love Chef Randall. I do it for him, but I also do it for the cause. And obviously tonight is kind of a special night. One of my buddies that I've known for way too long, Chef Daryl Shular. You know, you're being honored tonight, and it's a big deal. It's a big deal. I've known this man for almost 20 years, and of course I look up to him. I see him more as a brother, as a colleague, and it's an honor that he's come where you have, and I didn't officially get to congratulate you, so absolutely, it's a privilege, and of course, especially here in Atlanta, to have somebody that's a master chef in Atlanta is a big deal. But I'm proud of you. Well, I want to tell you about the dessert you're eating. I don't know if you guys have finished or not, but it's a lemon curd tart, and of course it's springtime, so I always like to do something a little citrusy and a little bit cool, and also the colors kind of remind me of the spring. And so it's a lemon curd tart. It's a hazelnut sablé cookie, and then on top is a passion fruit jelly, and it is served with a vanilla bean milk sorbet. And then you got some other little things. You have a little raspberry cream on a little butter cookie with raspberry meringue and some little green chocolate discs. Everything's edible, with some violets that are also edible from my garden, and a raspberry that's filled with passion fruit fluid gel. And then on the bottom you have raspberry caramel sauce with a little mint chew. So there's a mouthful. I'll let you guys finish eating. Thank you again.
Listen, this fella here beside me, we go back a long way. And I'm so proud of him, and I'm proud of him and his sister and his staff and all these wonderful folks that help us to get through this evening tonight. And we've got to make sure that the staff, we're going to bring them back up in a minute, but I got a couple little things I want to do to finish up. Number one, as I said, I've been the chairman of the foundation since we formed it. And my co-chair, vice chair, has been Marvin. He's the guy I call first when I want to rattle somebody's brain. And so sometimes he just sees me and, you know, push that little button. And then I just keep calling him till he say, yes, chef. And then we have to talk about it.
You're right.
But I want all of you to do whatever you can to come here and support him in his efforts in this restaurant, because he has got his heart and his soul in it. He's had restaurants in other cities, but this is his passion, and here's his opportunity, and we need to support him.
Thank you.
Now this for the fellas that do the cooking, see. This is Kevin Mitchell, that first course, that sea bass, red snapper, almost said sea bass.
Sea beans.
And all that, and red field peas, Sea Island peas. All right, in grateful appreciation for your outstanding devotion and dedicated service and culinary achievement in the practice of stunning Southern cookery and support of Edna Lewis Foundation at Asante Restaurant in Atlanta, Georgia on the 13th day of April 2015. Chef Kevin Mitchell. Chef Charlie Hatney. I'm not going to repeat that 20 times, but we appreciate Charlie too, and that wonderful soup. That, what do you call that, peanut butter and chocolate? I mean that she crab soup and crawfish, that Creole and Louisiana flavor mixed with that low country flavor.
Yes, sir.
It was delicious.
I'm glad you enjoyed it.
Big D.
Hey, yo, man. Hey, D.
Y'all didn't hear Todd. Todd said he's changing light bulbs.
No ladders.
This is my big brother here. Duane Nutter, Executive Chef, Lushlife, Group Atlanta. We were grateful to you too for all that you do. Thank you so very much. Yes, another one of them fellas, and they've already shared with you their passion for food came from Daryl Evans, and Todd is no different. He's the busiest fella I know almost. This Todd, running one restaurant is enough for him. He want to run two.
And three.
And three, another one coming.
September, yeah.
Oh, that's right. Well, this is Todd Richards, Executive Chef at the Shed in Glenwood and the Big and the Pearl. So we thank him and appreciate all that he do. And y'all get out and support these guys at these restaurants.
Appreciate it. Thank you.
Heather, Jay, let her go. Oh, I love you too. It's Heather Hurlbert, Executive Chef, HHDesserts. We thank you for all the support for the Edna Lewis Foundation, and we thank you for this wonderful dessert tonight. Okie doke. The Edna Lewis Foundation Certificate of Culinary Excellence Award awarded to Chef Marvin Woods, proprietor of Asante Restaurant, Atlanta, Georgia. An appreciation for outstanding culinary achievement in the practice of authentic Southern cookery, for your gracious hospitality extended to the Edna Lewis Foundation at Asante Restaurant in Atlanta, Georgia on the 13th day of April 2015. Thank you, Mama.
Don't walk away?
Don't walk
All right.
Yeah, I wanted one of these.
But listen, we have to say this. We would have nothing, we'd just been standing up here by ourselves if it hadn't been for all y'all. So we are very appreciative of each one of you that took the time out your schedules. I have folks I have never met before here out of loyalty to Edna or her family or one of these chefs, or just respect food and what we're doing, and we thank you. I live in Savannah, but I have lots of loyal clients that live here in Atlanta who come to Savannah to my cooking school and see me all the time. And some of them are here, and we're so thankful to see them. I even got a young fella who was a sous chef of mine back in the 70s. He over there in the corner, you know. And so it's been a wonderful evening, a group of wonderful people for a good cause. And we want to celebrate Edna tonight. And next year, y'all get ready, we're going to celebrate her 100th birthday with a bang. Thank you so much.
Thanks for coming out tonight. Thank you.